The annual Idaho Smoke and Fire 400, a popular mountain bike race that tests the mental and physical toughness of athletes from all over the state, starts Wednesday.
We followed the 4 athletes from the Challenged Athletes Foundation and the 2 members from Mission43 on their journey for the Smoke and Fire 400 race.
We only ran this up the flagpole a couple months ago, and now we have Muhammad, we have Andre, we have Lucas, we have Willie, we have Anthony, we have Mark.
People that do Ironman and all of these other big races, there's always like a big following of people, and there's always people along the route that cheer you on. This time, there's none of that.
So it's the first time that I'm involved in a totally self-supported ride. It's always harder than you think it's gonna be.
It's like you are like a kid going for a field trip, like it's gonna be fun.
4 adaptive athletes going at it, doing it all at the same time.
I really just want to get out there and go.
I ultimately want to be able to go anywhere over any terrain basically as fast as my friends, if not a little bit faster. But then once you start adding technical terrain and hike a bike, like yeah, they might have to do a lot of work to carry my bike across, but as long as we can cover it and move together as a team.
We're gonna try to work together, use our abilities to go through all those difficulties. With the CAF, for example, we've been pushing boundaries. We're doing a lot of cycling, swimming, skiing, surfing. And now it's time to reach another boundary. Like, we are not afraid to fail. This is the beauty of it. We know that we did so much in the past, and we are not afraid to try something that we may not finish, but we're gonna give it a shot.
There's only a few sports where able, disabled toe the same line, can get an invitation to go right to the front row and on your mark, get set, go. I enjoy the camaraderie, the company, the ability to participate in sport at the highest level alongside others that are going through the exact same thing I am.
There's a lot of shared issues. You look at CAF athletes and what they go through and the struggles that they are dealing with. Obviously for some folks, when they get injured, there's a huge transition piece that's involved, and there's some really hard days, and there's probably some days that they don't want to get up out of bed. The same is true for some of your veterans and some of your military folks, that they struggle. Some of them struggle with the transition between being in the military and now going into civilian life. Other people struggle with, I saw some really bad things when on a deployment, and now I'm reintegrating back into family life and just life in general. We are on the Galena Summit climb. It is a 15-mile climb.
Little did I know that we were going into just a nightmare of trail for someone with a wheelchair to scooch through.
So Titus, that was one where that mountain, I think, was on a lot of people's minds because they know the trail there, they know how insane it is.
So I'm not sure if you guys can see it. You definitely can't appreciate it. The lights you see are Andre out front, and he is shuffling up the mountain. Mark is pulling his trike up behind him, and we are just in this process of slowly shuttling bikes up 2 miles of this.
It was a hell of a night. What the heck time is it right now?
It's 11 o'clock.
That's cool. We haven't had any sleep since Brooklyn. That little moment with Andre at the top of Titus Leg was pretty powerful. even to think about it. With Anthony and Mark and Lucas broken and pushing bikes up and down and covering that train twice and knowing they were going to make it, I could just see it. And when he got to the top of that lake, at the lake on that trail, and anyone knows that trail in the state of Idaho knows, has been on that trail from all over the world to go hike that trail, knows it's wicked tough. And no one knows how that guy in a wheelchair got to the top of that hill and down to Redfish Lake. I do, and with teamwork.
I could go sign up for a race that I know that I would finish, or something shorter, or something easier. And so while it kind of sucks to go and not complete it, I mean, we did something nobody else has done before, nobody else has tried before. So it was about as crazy hard work as, you know, 5 guys could do.
They totally sacrificed the race for us. Like their race for us.
Yeah, they said they're all about service, and we're not lying. I mean, it was pretty sweet to be on the receiving end of a lot of big efforts from those guys.
Doing that race by myself wouldn't have been that hard. Doing that race with a team and a unit and working with people with different abilities was wicked hard. But my bucket's full right now. And I'll tell you what, I think they filled a lot of buckets.
Somebody said, like, I can make you a leg that you can cycle with, because before the time I had a leg that has no knee, made of wood, straight lines, or just like a stick, and I can't do anything with it. So, and with that piece of equipment, it changed my life completely.
And this is where CAF comes in. If you have an opportunity to get back to the outdoors, and you'll find nature is a great equalizer to all of us.
With races like this, it's honestly not about finishing. You know, we tried something totally radical, totally different, totally crazy, and I think we did a pretty darn good job. So everybody go home smiling.